I want to talk about briefly in relation to making those non-clinical days more productive and more meaningful is to stop the meeting insanity. I work a lot in healthcare and have for many, many years. And I also work in other corporate entities as well, and in other areas of corporate and business life. And I always tease my healthcare clients and my physician clients that I don't think I've met anybody who loved a meeting more than people in those settings. And so I really encourage people to ask yourself, if I'm scheduling a meeting, if I'm in administration, or if I'm scheduling a meeting with my group or whatever, does this meeting really need to happen? If it does, what's the agenda? What's our intention? We're going to be really intentional about having that set up ahead of time. And then, and how do I take responsibility if I'm setting a meeting for making sure that that meeting matters? Because meetings, ineffective meetings that waste people's time, when people decide, when they're burned out or leaving a job, having a manager they didn't like and having a whole bunch of meetings that wasted their time and energy are among the top two things that on exit interviews, the people dissatisfied with their job state. So I think if we can, on those non-clinical days, if your tendency is just to set up a whole bunch of meetings, I think by taking more responsibility for making sure that the meetings that you're part of do matter, that there's a values-based component, there's an intention, there's a follow-through, there's a willingness to make them shorter, to give people more time back for their own agency over their time. I think that can have a radical effect on making those non-clinical days more productive. Mm-hmm. What do you say about meetings?
I agree with all points above. And at the same time, to piggyback on what you just said, in terms of value, and is it valuable in terms of not just your time, but is it in alignment? When you say yes to this meeting, does it align with what you want to accomplish? Is it in alignment with your goals and your objectives, career, professional objectives, your home life? Is this an interruption to something you feel you have to do, or is it really something you really want to do? And so I think that would be, for me, the boiling down criteria to saying yes or no, and not to be afraid to say no.